Patterson, certified holistic nutritionist. And so today I am hanging with my cousin Antoine.
Hello.
So Antoine asked me to help him create a meal plan because his goal is to lose weight. But what I'm doing is I'm taking it a step further. And as you can see, I am not dialed up. This is really kind of like random. And I said, let me capture this content because I feel like people, those who might be feeling a little lost at the grocery store, can like benefit from this. And so Antoine's goal, what's your goal?
It's to lose weight.
So Antoine's goal is to lose a certain amount of weight. He's pretty much in a very good health condition. There's no diabetes, there's no hypertension, there's no high cholesterol, but his goal is for those things not to occur, for him not to develop those diseases, along with losing, a certain amount of weight, like I said. And so the first thing we're going to do is, because I'm going to be very involved in this process, so we're going to be going grocery shopping. I'm going to be capturing me teaching Antoine how to grocery shop and how to cook the meals for him to accomplish that. And so what are some of your favorite foods, Antoine?
I like fish and spinach. Most of the time I eat rice and I eat lots and lots of vegetables. And for beverages, I drink lots of water and not just soda pops and stuff, but like a large amount of water.
Yeah, and so your goal, because we're going to be showing you how to prepare the meals, one of the things is you probably use a little bit too much salt, right?
Right. In
your foods, where you're not really seasoning it the way that you should, which is a low sodium diet, because sodium causes water retention, but it also causes hypertension. And so we are learning exactly like how to prepare the meals, right? Like you pretty much got the food groups, but how to cook it, that's what makes all the difference in the world. So we're about to go inside. I asked him, where does he shop? He says Jules and what else?
Meyer and Tony's.
Right. So we're going to be going into Jules because it's near the house, and and it's closer to my house, because we're going to be going back to my house to prepare the meals. All right. So I'm going to see you guys inside. All right, so Antoine, you can see how tall he is next to me. All right, so what kind of fish do you like?
I like tilapia and some catfish.
All right, so we're gonna create a tilapia dinner or lunch, because it's lunchtime and stuff like that. So we're gonna do some whole grains, some tilapia, and some fresh veggies. So we're going to be starting in the produce section here. Okay. All right. So what I'm thinking is that I'm a big broccoli fan. Broccoli has a ton of phytonutrients. You know what phytonutrients are?
What is it?
So a phytonutrient is it's vitamins that veggies have, that humans extract when they eat it. So these are like micronutrients, your vitamin A, your vitamin C, your vitamin, all of that. And so broccoli has dozens. Actually, so time you actually bite into that broccoli and your saliva hit the broccoli and you're chewing it, you're extracting vitamins from that food. So we're gonna be steaming broccoli. I want you to get a baggie. Yeah. And you could just get one. Oh, broccoli climb. Oh, you got $1. Oh, $1 a pound. So so you're gonna be making some for your mom too?
Yeah.
All right. So you only need, because we're gonna do 2 meals, so you probably only need that bundle. Let me see. Yeah, actually, we're gonna put some fresh carrots next to that broccoli too. So get 3 carrots. Okay. The brighter the food, like your red apples, your red bell peppers, your, you know, sweet potatoes, the more phytonutrients it has. And so apple is full of fiber, especially in the skin. And it has a gazillion other, we're going to talk about all the different vitamins and stuff that it has over a green apple. You want to get your red apple over a green apple. And so, all right, let's go and get some grains. So we're going to be looking for quinoa. Quinoa is a protein that's also a whole grain. And it has its nutritional value next to brown rice. So you could choose a brown rice or, you know, another grain that has protein. And so actually, while I'm standing here, I realized I have quinoa at home, Antoine. So we don't have to pick up any quinoa. But if you was to go grocery shopping, you definitely want to get some brown rice or something like quinoa.
So what about beans?
Beans are high in fiber. They're legumes, and so they also provide a protein balance when you're making your meals. The most nutritious bean you would find in the black bean. A black bean is definitely a superfood. And so I'm a big black bean lover. So you would definitely choose something like that. You got your red beans. You can't really go wrong when you're choosing your beans. And so, but it's said that you should have at least 1 serving of beans a day, minimum. Really up to 3. But, you know, it's really when you're planning out your meals that you can do that. And so the reason why you want to choose brown rice over white rice and all of that is because the body digests it differently than white rice. It's less processed. And so it digests it slowly, which means that you're full longer. And so that's what happens. And so we're about to get the fish. We're about to get his tilapia. Now, I am cool with pescatarian. Pescatarians fall over into the Mediterranean diet, where they deal with like fish, oils, whole grains, mostly vegetables still, but they don't deal with a whole lot of meat, so it's safe. So we're getting ready to choose this fish. All right, so we got the tilapia. All right, so, and we got grains at home, so pretty much we are ready. We're ready to check out. So we are about to cook, what we say, tilapia.
Tilapia.
Okay, and so, and some fresh broccoli, some fresh carrots, and I haven't decided if it's gonna be brown rice or quinoa, so we gotta check the pantry. Like I told you, I don't remember exactly what I had here. I knew I had some of those things, so we're just gonna check that. But how we're gonna make the tilapia today, we're actually going to make a clean spice tilapia. What's clean spice? Well, it is one of our spice blends that I will be bringing to the market very soon, and it has 12 different herbs and spices in here that help with you know, inflammation. And so I'm gonna let Antoine smell it. So what you think?
It smells pretty good.
Yay! So it smells good. Yeah, it do. It smell good. And so in here we have minced onion, minced garlic, mustard powder, turmeric, oregano, black pepper, paprika, sage, thyme, rosemary, basil. So it has a bunch of anti-inflammatory herbs. You can look up the different spices and look up the benefits of those spices, and you will see why I chose them. You know, we're not going to just throw turmeric over on some of these veggies and fish and make a turmeric fish because it is an acquired taste. People definitely do that. But if you're hiding it in with other herbs that you really are familiar with, as far as like the flavor goes, you can get the benefit of these spices and still enjoy the food, because I'm all about enjoying the food, because you want to, you know, it's all about, in my opinion, you know, sustainability. And so if I teach you how to make foods differently where it can benefit you and you can still enjoy it but also get nutrients, you'll stick with it. Yeah. You know, so that's really what it's all about. So let's get to cooking. All right, so we're gonna see what we got in here. Okay, so we have a lot of brown rice, but we have a little bit of quinoa. I think we're gonna make a brown rice to go with the tilapia. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I got my pancake mix and all that other stuff here too. But you know what? It is enough quinoa here. You know, it's enough quinoa for a meal. I think we'll make the rest of this quinoa because it's a protein and it's also a grain, and you want whole grains in your food. So I think we're gonna do that. So this is my anti-inflammatory broth. It's a veggie broth. So I made this about a week ago. I use it in a lot of my foods. Once again, I like to hide different herbs in here. And so in this veggie broth is actually some of the clean spices. And it's, I put fresh turmeric in that veggie broth as well. Along with carrots, celery, you know, onion, you know, like you would make a normal veggie broth. But like I said, I added a couple of, oh, this is ginger. That's what I just unbagged. But I also added some other veggies and everything to my broth. And so what I do is I use it when I am sauteing veggies. I use it when I'm making brown rice or quinoa. I use it in just all kinds of different dishes. So no matter what you're biting into, you're going to get some veggies. You're going to get some nutrients. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put on our quinoa because it takes a little bit of time to cook. You know, so I'm gonna walk you through that. All right, so we're gonna actually use the rest of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in there. That's about a cup and a half or so of quinoa. What I also like to do, I like to use fresh garlic. I'll tell you about that a little later, or maybe we're gonna talk about it now. But fresh garlic is much better for you than turn the light on there. Much better for you than minced garlic in a jar. From what I understand, you lose nutrients and it's a little bit more bitter. Fresh garlic is, of course, well, you know, it's nutrient dense, anti-inflammatory properties as well. But also too, they said it's a little sweeter. So we're just gonna cover up this quinoa here. And if it cooks out, that's fine. You know, we'll just add more as we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and steam that. We're gonna put it on low. Did I turn this one on? I always do that. I always turn on the wrong eye. And so, yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and let that simmer down. Let me stir it a little bit. So we're gonna just stir that. Yeah. And everything. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let that cook. So we have some flavor in there as well. I do like to add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt Where is my pink Himalaya? Here we are. Pinch of pink Himalayan just for flavor. And so it is okay to use a little bit of salt in your food. Your body needs salt. Pink Himalayan has it also has nutrients in it and stuff like that. And so you want to use that type of salt instead of white table salt to salt your water or whatever. Okay, so always keep that in mind, because my husband, I've been trying my best to get him to stop using this. One day he will. And so, all right, so we're gonna let that cook and we'll come back and check on it. Take that over there to the sink and rinse it off. Squeeze, yeah, over all of them. You want to lightly sprinkle, but yeah. So you could take that and, you know, massage it into the fish or whatever, spread it out, yeah. So Antoine, remember we were talking about salt, how you might find yourself using the salt too heavily. So you're gonna lightly, just lightly sprinkle. Yep, that's enough. Go on to the next. That's, yep. Yep, perfect. You don't end with pink Himalayan. You only need a little bit, okay? So I like to use just a tad bit of oil, just a little bit. I am not a big oil lover. And in fact, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. We're gonna go super, super, super clean, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little bit of the anti-inflammatory broth, which is what we're gonna do. And the reason why we're gonna do that, go ahead and grab that. And yep, with the spoon, we're gonna go, because oil, even olive oil, can clog arteries, but we just wanna make sure that the fish doesn't dry out. Yep. That's it. Yep. We're going to use that in place of that. All right, so we're going to put these bad boys in the oven. All right, so we just put the fish in. So we just put the fish in. Now we're going to prepare our broccoli and carrots. So we're going to do like a honey glazed broccoli and carrot. It's just it's not a stir fry, but it's just veggies, fresh veggies. And so Antoine, so we just minced the garlic. We're going to wash our broccoli. And after we wash our broccoli and carrots, then we'll go ahead and slice them. Yeah, watch your fingers. So, guess what I'm putting in here? Yes, you guessed right. And actually, our quinoa is ready too. But yes, you guessed right. I am not going to use oil. Oil has no nutritional value, even olive oil. They extracted all the vitamins and everything during that process. So it's like you're just eating empty calories. We are going to use broth. Everything that we put in our food is intentional. So so these are looking good. Look at that. In a few more minutes, we're going to go ahead and add the honey. We don't want to cook these all the way down until they're mushy. the longer you cook them, the more nutrients you lose. All right, so it's time to add the honey. Just a little bit, about 2 tablespoons. All right, so this is an anti-inflammatory meal. So we're gonna capture Antoine and get his reaction. We go see if he likes it, cause it's low sodium. So, all right, so we had already started eating, but Antoine. So okay, what did you think of the carrots and stuff like that? That we added honey to it, so
yeah, and it's not too mushy.
Right, it's not too mushy, right? Because it still has nutrients in it and stuff like that. So we don't like to cook food down to mush, because you're killing the nutrients the longer you cook them. So it has a bit of a bite to it.
Yeah,
but it's not undercooked.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so that's really good.
And we don't want to overcook it.
And so, and it has a little bit of a kick, like a spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can taste the pepper.
It does.
We added, like I said, honey, but it's not too sweet. It added just enough flavor. Right, yeah. And so the tilapia, the clean spiced tilapia, what do you think of that?
I mean, this is great.
And
you know, it doesn't feel heavy in the stomach.
Right. You're not going to get that itis or anything. And so it's just enough to nourish the body. And you don't need a whole lot of food, especially when you're eating whole foods. You don't need a lot of food. But when you're eating foods that don't have nutrients in it, you tend to overeat, because your body and your brain is searching for something. But you're getting everything you need in each bite. So little goes a long way. And that essentially is how you lose weight. Because you're not piling on the calories, and then you're giving your body exactly what it needs. It's said that Americans are malnourished not because they don't eat enough. They don't eat enough nutrient-rich foods. It's a lot of empty calories. So you'll essentially eat less but give your body more, which is how you start shedding pounds. So this is one way. And so, all right, guys, I hope I helped a lot. This was good, Antoine.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll be back with another episode of Whole